Assalamu alaikum. We have game between Mustangs versus Patriots about to begin. Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. We've made our way to the commentary box. I know everyone was probably wondering what's happening, but this is the first game just started. This is the first over. We don't know the score. Do you have the app? Let's see. We're gonna get you the updated score so that no one gets left behind. This is the first game of this weekend. Started right after Asr. The two teams are
Patriots.
Patriots are batting and Mustangs are fielding. And we have Iqbal, Muhyiddin, and Irfan Rana are the two batsmen. They started pretty gingerly. Haven't seen a 4 or a 6 so far. Doubles and singles and extras. First over has been bowled. I'm gonna look up the score for you guys so you're up to date. And I have along with me Moiz. I think Moiz, where does your team stand?
My team is in between.
How many?
It's on the third position. We have just played 2 games, 1 won, 1 lost, but our run rate is good because we haven't lost a bad game.
Which team
We
are
were
you on
just
with?
close. We are united.
Are you united?
Yes, we
Just
are
by
united.
name. They're united by name. Everything else, who knows?
Despite of just being the name, it's the team is also united.
Here
We
comes
have
the second
pretty
over.
experienced captain Aurangzeb.
Good shot. Chance of a run out. He should have gotten the. Oh man, that's a rocket throw from Asghar. You can't expect anything less than him. You have to be very, very vigilant when he's on the field. Run, run fast singles. So we have Nishat Pai, who's bowling.
And they have put Asghar on the very critical position too, so he can just
Whoa, very, very good swing towards the leg side, on top of the roof, gone by
very good
Irfan
shot,
Rana.
very good shot.
Great pickup, very, very fast hands by Irfan Rana. First 6 of the match, first 6 of the weekend. It looks like we're gonna have a good start to the weekend. Here comes the shot by again. Second over, again Patriots are batting. That's a good hook for 2 runs. And he's wondering if that's 1 bouncer for the over. Umpire hasn't made any call yet, though it should be 1 bouncer for the over for sure. It seemed like he played it near his head, but the umpire doesn't seem to be convinced. And we play on. Good over so far from a Patriots point of view. We've got over 8 runs from this over already. There goes 1 more shot. He went for the pole, just got the outside edge. It just dropped. Iqbal wants the second run. And Irfan said no. Smart choice. Moiz, what's the next match coming up after this? Do we know? Oh, Moiz actually had left me. He just joins back again. Let's see. Whoa, good shot towards the cover from Iqbal. Great fielding. I think they stopped it. No. He got 1 hand to the ball, but he was not able to stop it from going onto the boundary. So great shot from Iqbal Muhyiddin over cover for 4 runs. Okay, so we have second over, last ball of the second over coming up. 25 runs with the loss of 0 wickets. Both batsmen are going strong. Looks like a wide ball, and it would probably declare 2. So that's tough on the bowler. I think generally last balls are tough to deliver because you're tired already. You've bowled a few the whole over, and you give away 3 runs without bowling a ball. So not so good. Where do the Patriots stand, Moiz? Do you know what? Have they won any games so far?
I think that it's a very critical game for Mustangs because if they lost, they are out of the tournament.
Have they won any game? Mustangs have
No,
won.
they
any game?
haven't won any game. Was 2 games, and both of them they are lost.
They lost closely or by a big margin. Do you know?
The first game was pretty close, but the second game, most of the people, like their important players, haven't showed up. So it was critical for Anil Bhai to still play with the less fielders and less players. But now he's with the full strength, so we are hoping to have a good game here. And as we know, they have very good players in their team.
Yeah, so far I think they haven't clicked. I mean, this is their third match. I think so far they've lost both matches, but closely. They haven't lost by a big margin. So this is a key match. If they can win this match by a decent margin, they still have a chance in this tournament. So far, the Patriots are doing really well. At the end of 2 overs, they've already scored 30 runs. So that's a really healthy run rate. Although it's during the daytime, generally we've seen scores of over 100, and we've seen teams chased over 100 easily as well. So
the first game for them was good, but the second game was rescheduled. So a lot of their players had commitments other places, so that's why they were not able to be there.
First ball from Asghar was a low full toss, and Irfan picked it up beautifully, and it went for a 6 over the leg side. You know, it seems like Asghar was just testing his arm the first ball because there was no pace in that ball. Hopefully he'll come back strong, put his back into it, because it seems
but
like...
I would appreciate Irfan Rana's batting too, because he just clicked very fast on that ball. He came underneath the ball and then played it beautifully.
Yeah, very good pickup.
It was a skill test for Irfan Rana. Yeah, he played a very excellent shot over there.
Well, that 6 caused a wide ball. Here comes Asghar again. Good comeback. It still will cost him 2 runs. The length of that ball was very, very good. It didn't let Irfan get under the ball and swing his arms. But still gave away 2 runs behind the wicket. Declared 2 runs. Irfan Rana has already had one really good innings. He scored over 40 runs in one match, I believe. So he's in good form. And he usually takes his time. That's another wide ball. And he doesn't swing wild at every ball. So a very skilled player. He'll pick out his bowlers and he'll pick out the bad balls and he'll swing at those. Here comes another bad ball. Again, he just gave it to him right in the slot to be hit for 6. Not a lot of pace coming from Asghar, and Irfan Rana is really taking advantage of his really good batsman, and he's in good form, so don't give him any bad balls. Asghar's changing the ball. Hopefully that'll make a difference. Here he comes again. One more ball, one more 6. This is the third 6 for the over. Irfan Rana is on fire. I think it's the first game. No one's had biryani samosas yet, so no slowing down. That's because they come back strong. Dropped catch. That was a really good ball. Caught behind Chance, and the ball was dropped for 2 declared runs. Moise is gonna go grab the ball. Really, really good over for the Patriots. This over went for a lot of runs. It seems like the first 2 overs they had 30 runs. They're at 54 at 2.5. One more ball to go. Another chance and another drop. Oh my God. This was 2 caught behind chances in a row. This was a very, very difficult chance. It was it dropped right in front of the keeper. He got his hand on it, but still, it would have been a great catch. So after 3 sixes, eventful over, 3 sixes, Moise, and 2 drop catches, both by the keeper. And I think Irfan might make them pay for it.
Yeah, I think he would. He's a batsman who take opportunities like that and then just change the game. And he's a match-winning player, and we have seen his performance all throughout the tournament and the previous tournaments too.
So for those of you just joining us, this is the 4th over, first ball of the 4th over, coming from our very own Anil Bhai. Iqbal just scored 2 runs. And at the end of 3 overs, they're at 54, so 3.1 over 56. This is the first inning of this match against Patriots versus Mustangs. Again, this is the fourth over, and the score is at 56. Low full toss from Anil Bhai. The ball didn't even have a chance to spin. Iqbal played it on the full and went for a single. So far, the run rate is really, really good. Let's see if Anil Bhai can make any difference. Great shot along the along the ground. It's going to be easy 2-run. Tosif fields it, brings it back in. Anil Bhai can be very deceiving sometimes. You know, from out of the hands, you're not able to tell always if it's going to be off spin or leg spin. You just have to get to the pitch of the ball like this, and this might be a catch. I feel like it's in the ground. It's in the ground. Let's see. Oh, drop catch. This is 3 catches in a row of Irfan. He's getting 9 lives, it seems. Ample opportunity to score today. This is the 3rd drop catch for Irfan.
This person should have let Nishad take a catch, because he is pretty experienced and he doesn't drop the catches most of the time.
Oh, this might be a no ball. High full toss. Let's see what the umpire calls it. They're going for 2 runs on the offside, waiting for umpire signals, and no call. No call. Umpire thinks it was
it's not
dipping.
a no ball.
Good call. I think it was a close call. It could have gone either way. Since he's a spin bowler, I think they gave him benefit of the doubt to the bowler. Here we go. Another shot along the ground. I think they're going to go for 2. Nope. Irfan's not interested. I think he's tired. End of 4 overs. Still a decent over. They're standing at 64. So not so bad. I mean, 11 runs in this over. Or what did we start off with? 54? 52, I think. 10 runs in this over. So 64 at the end of 4 overs. The run rate is still very, very healthy. They haven't lost a wicket. And, you know, the fielding has cost them. It could have potentially been 3 drop catches already. And now they're declaring Iqbal. I feel like they wanna just swing for everything now. Can't see who's coming on to bat. Is that
Ali Rashid is coming on the bat.
Ali Rashid is coming on to bat.
He's famous for his big hitting, and just he blasts the ball away. All the balls goes on the rooftop, and then we are very familiar with that, what he can do.
Irfan Rana is sitting on 39 from 14 balls, 6-4, 6-6. Well, no 4s, but 4 6s.
I think Anil should go on the catching position. I don't understand why he's in the front. He should have taken the another fielder over here, and he should go on the back side for the boundary and for the catches. We have seen one catch already on the boundary of Irfan Rana.
Yeah, Anil Bhai usually fields well on the boundary, the leg side, and he's tall. He's got good reach. And he's got good hands. I've seen him take a lot of one-handed catches as well. So he's got good feet, good hands. He should always be fielding on that boundary. He's used to it. Anyway, here we go again. Great ball, great length. Almost had him. Zipped past the wicket. Finally, some relief for the Mustangs, because so far they've just been hammered by the Patriots. He's got, Mudassir has pace. Mostly, you know, if he can get his length right, he can be really, really effective. Misfield again, about to go for a 4. A single turned into a double. The ball went right under the fielder's feet, but he was able to prevent the boundary. This is eager to bowl. Pace, and he's got him this time. No more chances. He said, I don't care about no catches. Mudassir, I think he's like, I've had enough. Too many 6s, too many drop catches. But really skilled bowling. Irfan Rana was he's already hit 4 6s, so he's poised to. He was poised to hit, but not to be. And here comes the hammer. or Kulhadi as we call it. Abdul Rauf. Oh, he's saying hello. Muhammad wants to be on the camera. I think he wants to be famous. He's there fielding on. Well, he's not fielding. He's a leg umpire.
He's securing one of his most collection in the volunteer cups. So
I know.
he's securing that.
He needs one more
wanted
cup.
Yeah, he wanted to have more of the supporters looking at him, so they will have a proof, validation that this guy has worked throughout the tournament, and he deserved that cup of the volunteer work.
4.3 overs gone, 66 for the loss of 1 wicket. We just seen Irfan Rana get bowled after scoring 41 runs from 17 balls. He also had a few drop catches, but he made them count. Here comes Mudassir again. Oh, this could have been a catch, but it hits the fence on the full. 6 runs. See, right away he got started. Right away, first ball. Swings on the left side. Although he didn't swing wildly, it didn't seem like he hit it too far. It could have been a catch, but it went over Saad's head for a 6. And then now they're calling Saad back and changing the fielding. Saad's going on the offside. And we have what's his name?
Who's? Rafi.
Rafi. I keep forgetting Rafi's name. Rafi's going on the leg side to catch. While swing towards the offside, Saad can't avoid the ball. He's coming to him regardless of where he goes. Good fielding. He made his way to it. 2 runs scored. .4 overs, 4.5, 74 runs. Last ball of this over, 74 for the loss of 1 wicket. We've got Mudassir bowling, Asif Iqbal umpiring. Here comes the last ball. No. Wide ball. Wide ball. See, having a batsman who's swinging at every ball sort of makes you nervous sometimes. You end up bowling a wide. That's also a skill set. It's a mental game. Here comes Mudassir. Last ball, full toss. That's gotta be a no ball, without a doubt. No ball and 2 runs. He's gotta bowl that one over again.
And he played beautifully. He cut it ball very down.
Right behind the wicket by the commentary. And they scored 2 more runs. For those of you just joining us, last ball of this over. This is the 5th over. Wide, called wide. 4.5 overs done. Patriots are at 78 for 1. 3 more overs to go after this one. 79 for 1. Last ball of the 5th over, and he goes on the long side. This is a chance. Let's see if this is a chance. Or oh no, I can't tell what happened. Seems like it should have been caught. Hit the hands. It fell in front of the fielder. So no 4, no 6, no catch. I believe just 2 runs off the last ball. This is the 4th catch dropped in this match. 3 catches were dropped of Irfan Rana, and he made them pay. He made 41 runs from 17 balls, 4 sixes. 2 catches of his were dropped behind the wicket. 1 was dropped on long off, and this catch on essentially long on dropped again. So 4 catches dropped. Score is 81 at the end of 5 overs. Scores is really well.
I don't understand why Nishat came in between the catch. It was easy for Azhar, and Azhar is very good at fielding, and we all know that. And I don't understand why he came and then dropped this chance. It was an easy chance. They could have been in a little bit more relief, but
finally they're listening to us. Anil Bhai is going to his old position for those catch, and he's bringing Nishat Bhai back up front here. So hopefully no more drop catches. But
Ali is facing his first ball. Let's see how Ali plays.
He's been here for 2 overs, but it seems like he hasn't gotten a chance to face the ball. But here comes his first ball he's going to face. Oh, and the first ball, it could be a catch. It could be a catch. Yes, he's got it. He's got it. field change worked the opposite way.
Yes,
They
it
bring
is.
him up here and he gets the catch. Very, very good. Ali Bhai, not informed so far this tournament. Got caught on his very first ball. The
Oh,
ball to
brother
touch.
Junaid Azam is coming on the crease. He's also famous for his sixes, so they got a whole lot of hitting in their team. So Patriots have good side of hitting that.
Again, the score at the end of 5.1 overs, 81 for the loss of 2 wickets. Ali Rashid just got out. He was at the wicket for a while. However, he was standing at the non-striker's end for a while. He faced his first ball and got caught and got out. Before that, Irfan Rana got bowled by Mudassir. So we have 2 wickets that are fallen, 81 score runs. That's a plum LBW, but great bowling. So far, we have 2 wickets, 81 runs, 5.2 balls. Patriots are doing really, really well. Now they have to capitalize on the last 3 overs because it's daytime, the ball's flying out of the ground, and even a miss hit can go out the ground. So they've got to get as many runs as possible. One more ball, low full toss, comes right behind us for 2 runs declared. This is the first match of the evening. Patriots versus Mustangs. 5.3 overs, 83 runs, 2 wickets have fallen. Anil Bhai bowled already. Asghar bowled. Asghar went for a few runs in his over. A couple of catches were dropped in his over as well. Great ball, great length. Great length. Very good, only for a single.
They should have stopped the ball.
Junaid Bhai is on strike, facing his first ball. Let's see, they gotta make this over so far has been really good. 3 balls and probably just a couple of runs. 2 runs behind the wicket, 1 single, 1 wicket, 2 dot balls. So really good over so far. 5.5 last ball. This over they haven't scored many, just 3 runs. So great comeback from the Mustangs. If they can keep the Patriots, around 100, 110, still a good match. Oh, great shot over the offside. Right, goes for a 4. Awesome pickup. It wasn't a bad ball. It was actually good length and line.
Yeah, it was a good ball, but
Picked it up really
there's
well.
no influence of air on the ground, so all the balls, even it's an edge, it's going out of the ground. So this wasn't a ball that was bad. It was just the flick that he did was so good.
Really good pickup. 6 overs are gone. 82 runs for 2 wickets. We still have Junaid batting, who just hit that 4. And now we have 1 strike. Abdul Rauf. I keep forgetting some names. I apologize. Abdul Rauf. I should write. Abdul Rauf has faced 7 balls. He scored 15 runs and 1 6. On the other hand, Junaid has scored 4 runs of 2 balls. He missed 1 and hit the other one for a 4. The Mustangs are having a conference to see who's going to bowl the 7th over. They have 2 more overs to bowl. So far, 88 runs have been scored at the end of 6 overs. This is the first inning of the first match of this weekend. So Anil Bhai comes back on for his 2nd over. So far, Anil Bhai has bowled 1 over. Arsalan has bowled 2 overs. So this will be his last over for Anil Bhai, and then they'll still have to decide who bowls the last over. Oh, that should be a catch. Nope. That's a very slow shot. It's very unorthodox shot. I think he pulled back. He was trying to go for a wild swing, but either the ball turned a different way. Boys, what do you think? What happened here?
I think I put a very slow ball.
Oh, that should be a catch. Right, Asghar's hand. Oh, right over his head. Right over, I think it was a couple of inches over his head. Asghar usually snatches those catches really, really easily. But that was a flat 6. right over Asgar's head. Um, Patriots had some luck on their way. 4 grab catches. This could have potentially been a catch. Um, but they've taken advantage of it. So we're at 95, 6.2 overs. Nearby's bowling his 3rd ball of his 2nd over. Oh my god, amazing shot. Waited for it, it sat up for him to hit. It was a bad ball. But very good execution from Junaid. He waited for it, and hit it for another 6. Here comes one more, he couldn't get under it. I think they're gonna go for 2. Nope, not interested.
Vice captain Rafe has done a very excellent fielding. It could have been 2 runs, but Rafe picked up very well and then he threw it at once.
Ooh, yes. Good ball. They are already at 102. Still 1 over and 1 ball to go. I believe this should be the last ball of this over. Great shot. Another catch. Oh, come on. You got to go for those, Nishad bhai. It's okay. Last ball. That was the over now. 103 at the end of 7 overs. 2 wickets have fallen. If you're just joining us, this is the first match of this weekend. Patriots versus Mustangs. First innings going on at the end of 7 overs. It's 103 runs, fall of 2 wickets. We had Irfan Rana who got out, who scored 41 runs from 17 balls. We have Ali Rashid who came on his first ball that he faced. He swung, got an outside edge, and the ball just ballooned up, and he
वहाँ से मंगवा ले, ये साफ नहीं लग रहा मुझे.
out. So those are the 2 wickets. Irfan Rana had 3 catches dropped.
I think they should bring Tawseef. He has pace in his ball and his length is good too. He does regularly indoor bowling.
He's a good bowler. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten a chance still to bowl yet.
He hasn't got a chance yet, and then they are deciding to give Rafe bowling. Rafe is also a good bowler. We have seen him improved a lot since he's given the responsibility more. He has performed well. And we have seen him bowling plus fielding, and then last game he did hit some boundaries over the offside, which was pretty hard on that day, but he did.
Iqbal by bringing water for Abdul Rauf.
Rafe counting his step and making his crease. Go ahead and get this last over done.
Again, we're waiting for the last over to get started. Rafe is gonna bowl that last over of the Patriots' first inning. They're standing at 103 for the loss of 2 wickets. Mustangs trying to restrict them to as low as possible. Here comes Rafe. Oh no, the first ball goes over his head for a no ball, and it goes for a declared double. So very well played. At least he made contact. He got 2 runs off of a no ball.
It's a no ball.
It's not a free hit because the only free hit we have is overstepping. Here comes one more no ball. Rafe, I don't think he's warmed up yet. He hasn't, warmed up his arm yet. He's switching sides. I don't know how that's gonna help. But let's see. Here comes one more. Good pitch. It should be a catch. It ballooned up. Come on, Rafe, go for it. Oh, and he drops it. And one more count towards the drop catch. This is number 5. Mustangs, if you want to look for a reason why you may potentially not win this match,
organizers should have some cup for the most drop catches.
This inning has
the team that has most drop catches. I think there will be a tough competition. I don't know about who will win the game, but there will be a big competition of who dropped the catches. Which team dropped most catches, because
Mustangs really making a case for it. 5 drop catches, although I think one of them was pretty difficult, but the other 4 were, I think, pretty reasonable. They should have been caught. Oh no, another wide ball, which results in additional 2 runs. They're just leaking runs today, the Mustangs. They're digging themselves in a bigger hole. Again, if you're just joining us, 115 for the loss of 2 wickets. This is the last over of the Patriots inning. This should have been 2 runs, but Abdur Rauf is not interested. He's not interested. So far it's been Rafi started off with 2 no balls over the head, but he's come back strong. 7.3 overs, 3 more balls to go. Another wide. It seems like no good ball. Umpire stands still. Great execution from Rafi after bowling the first 2 no balls. He's come back strong. Patriots stand at 116 runs. Last 2 balls coming up. Ooh, wild swing. That ball was there to be hit, but the Rauf couldn't reach it. Last ball coming up of the inning. Patriots stand at 116 for the loss of 2 wickets. First inning. Last ball coming up. There we go. Wide. 117. Rafi's got to execute. They still have a chance. Look, it's the daytime. The ball's still going out the ground, and you know, Mustangs have really good hitters. 3 dot balls in a row from
I think
Rafi.
it's an out. Is that up?
Well, he's scoring. He'll call it. So at the end of 8 overs, we're standing at 117 runs for the loss
Mohammad
of 2 wickets.
Is that out? Is that run out? That is run out. The keeper threw it.
So Abdur Rauf ended up scoring 20 runs from 16 balls. Junaid scored a quick 22 from 7 balls, 2 fours and 2 sixes. We had who scored 41 balls. Iqbal Muddin kept him good company, scored 16 runs from 10 balls, 1 4. Fan Rana had 4 sixes along with 3 dropped catches, and he made the Mustangs pay for those dropped catches. Junaid also had 1 catch dropped, and then I believe Abdur Rauf also had 1 catch. So they dropped a total of 5 catches, the Mustangs, which cost them a lot of runs. They have to score 118 runs in 8 overs. It's not impossible. They shouldn't give up yet. They have really good hitters, so there's a good chance that they'll make up for it and come victorious. But because they don't have great run rate and they've lost the first 2 games already, Mustangs, you know, if they win this game, even with a close margin, their chances are still bleak of going into the next round. So great batting from Patriots. I think they were on fire today. Again, for those of you just joining us right now, this is the first match of this weekend. First inning just finished. The first 8 overs finished. Patriots scored 117 runs in their allotted 8 overs. Mustangs have to make 118 runs to win. So far, so good. Really good inning so far. Good match. We'll be back in a few minutes after the break. Nice.
The scoring?
No, it's commentary. Scoring is Muhammad.
Okay, good. Phenomenal.
Sit, join us.
What's the target?
So the target is 118 runs.
Wow.
The Patriots scored 117 for the loss of 2 wickets. Welcome back, everyone. We're about ready to get started in the second inning of this first match of the weekend. Patriots showed a very strong batting lineup, only lost 2 wickets, scored 117 runs at the loss of 2 wickets. Although they were helped immensely by Mustangs' terrible fielding, they dropped 5 catches.
Wow.
In addition to the drop catches, they let go of a couple of 4s, 1-4 on the offside, 2 or 3, at least 3 or 4 balls behind the wickets that went for 2 declared runs when they should have been stopped by the keeper. A few misfields here and there still cost them 117 runs. Don't take anything away from the Patriots though. Irfan Rana took full advantage of it. He scored 41 of 17 balls, hits 4 sixes after him. Abdul Rauf scored a 20 odd. Junaid came on and scored another 20 or 22 of 7 balls, 2 4s and 2 6s. So this game is poised to be very, very interesting because this is daytime again. The wind is not as much of a factor, although it's flowing in the direction of in the favor of the batsman. So if you connect and you don't connect fully, there's still a chance that the ball might go for a 6. So Asghar who's known for his big hitting, is up top. Hasn't had a good form in this tournament so far, so it's time for him to get started. Here we go. First ball from Iqbal Muhyiddin, hits Asghar on the leg. Great line and length, you know. Iqbal may not have express pace, but he makes sure that, you know, if you make a mistake, he'll make you pay for it. Line and length is very, very good. Again, if you're just joining us, the score is 117, target is 118. This is the second inning, second ball of the first over. Asghar on strike. Oof. Here we go. One ball right. The ball went right under the bat of Asghar and they scored 2 runs. Stopped short of declared 2. It didn't seem like Ali wanted to go get the ball. Ali bhai, you were forced to go get the ball, huh? They could have scored 3 runs if you didn't go back. Again, good length. Very, very important because a lot of the balls we saw, actually, in fact, Asghar bowling, were short of the length or right in the slot, and therefore Irfan was able to hit him for 3 sixes in his over. Ooh. This ball right under his, whoa, that's a very good pickup actually. It wasn't that bad of a ball, to be honest. It wasn't right under his bat to be picked up, but Asghar with
Nice
fast
flick
hands.
of the wrist, yeah.
Very, very fast hands, flicked his wrist.
It's a batting pitch, so I think the target is definitely achievable, provided they don't lose early wickets. Right, the ball is coming nicely onto the bat, and there's no moisture on the pitch, so really a batting
one
pitch.
More. Let's see if he goes for it. Oh, missed catch.
It was a drop catch by Irfan Rana.
There's a tally of catches being dropped from both sides. Here come. This is 1 catch so far, so keep counting. Although it was a difficult catch, but Irfan Rana usually makes those. He doesn't drop
it was
too
a
many.
straight hit, just went through his fingers. Iqbal coming back. Oh, that's a slow delivery.
Good pick
Nicely picked up.
Asghar wants to go for 2,
Asghar,
easy 2 runs.
That's
The throw
an
is not
easy
coming.
2. Actually, Adnan bhai was not able to pick up the ball cleanly, and that gives the batsman an easy 2 runs.
Those of you just joining us, it's the last ball coming up of the first over of the second inning. So the target is 118. Mustangs are at 11 runs in the first over. 5 balls have been bowled. Last ball coming up of the first over. Here comes the ball. Let's see if you can execute it. They need a big shot at this ball. And he just picked it up towards the offside. Didn't fully swing the bat. See if they want to go for 2. Could have been a run out. And there it goes. Great keeping. Great keeping from Ali. Kept it in front of him. Kept it in front. It seems like this is controlled chaos. Everybody's yelling and screaming. This could have potentially been 3 overthrows, but Patriots held their nerve. And at the end of 1 over, we're standing at 12 runs from the Mustangs. 12 runs. Again, the target is 118. So what's the run rate that they need? Somebody do the math for me quickly. They need an additional 106 runs in 7 overs. So that's
so it's about 15 runs and over.
little over 15. Again, achievable. They need 1 good over. Generally, you want to avoid that big over that gives up 20, 25, 30 runs. And they have to see this over through. Junaid usually bowls express pace. Difficult to get a hold of him. But let's see what happens. Under edge, on the pad. Went for a very quick single. Asghar is very, very fast. He's not going to miss those chances. But good ball. 1.1 over, 13 runs. Target is 118. Junaid comes back for his second ball to Asghar. Good ball, hits Asghar on the leg. And that's okay. That's all fair and allowed in tape ball cricket. You could stand literally in front of the wicket. Nobody cares.
I think it's important that they connect the ball, right? Even if it's a single or 2 runs,
Yeah.
every dot ball is going to come back and bite them. So
Dot
Yeah,
balls
see.
definitely create pressure. Create a lot of pressure.
yeah,
Yeah, even if they scored a couple of runs, sometimes the bowler will give you some extra runs here and
yeah,
there.
the loose
and-
balls will
yeah.
come. You just have to be patient and for the good length deliveries, make sure you get bat on ball and 2 runs are yours because pretty much everybody is on the
Good shot.
boundary line.
Really
Excellent
good
shot.
pickup.
That's tremendous 6.
Really good pickup. Really.
Ali Bhai.
He picked it up with his front foot actually. Very good shot for 6, flat 6 off of Junaid Bhai. Okay, let's see. 1.4 overs gone. One more low full toss. This could potentially be a catch or a 6. Can't tell right now over the offset whether it went for a 6 or a 4. 6. The fielder called it a 6. Amazing shot. It seemed like an outside edge, and it went over.
It could have been a catch. I think Habib Bhai misjudged it. Yeah, he was trying to go for the catch, but that's what Iqbal Bhai is trying to tell Habib Bhai is that even if you don't get the wicket, try and limit the runs by keeping the ball within the boundary. Yeah, inside the boundary.
Last ball coming up of the second over. 26 runs so far. Good swing, good ball. Really good contest between the ball and bat. He went for a couple of 6s, came back strong to finish. The end of 2 overs, we're sitting at 26 runs for the Mustangs.
Yeah, so they are doing good. Means they are keeping up with the run rate. They need about 15 runs and over, so they are right on the mark. They just need to again keep that momentum going and pick up the loose balls and get them over the fence. And yeah, they could get to that target. I know it's an uphill task, and consistency is going to be key, right, over the next 6 overs. So
It doesn't get any easier though, because they've got to face Irfan Rana now. Again, target is 118. They're sitting at 26 at the end of 2 overs with the loss of 0 wickets. Asghar still playing, and Kashif still playing.
oh, that's an awesome shot.
Right
6
on
runs.
the door, right on the door of the masjid. That wall is taking a beating from Asghar today.
Asghar is really playing well on the onside. There is deep extra cover. There is deep mid wicket, but they were just standing there. Watch the ball go over their heads for a 6. So,
Nishad Bhai ran all the way from the boundary to tell him watch out for the slow ball. I think.
I think the key for Irfan is going to be to keep the ball on the offside.
That's a really good ball and a really good pickup from Asghar as well.
Yeah. Looks like Asghar is really strong on the onside, right? You've got long on, deep mid wicket, deep extra cover, but I think the key is going to be for Irfan to keep the ball slightly on the offside. You know, played to Asgar's weaknesses. That's
Wide
another one down
ball.
the leg side, and that's going to be a wide called out by the umpire, Asif Iqbal.
We're at 34 runs, 2.2 overs. Target is 118, so still a steep target, long way to go, but they've got a very good start. Haven't lost a wicket. Have had already 8 runs in this over. Good
That's
shot.
a beautiful
That's
shot.
gonna
That
go
could be
over
a
his head.
catch.
That's gonna go over the head. Misjudgment. It could potentially have been caught had he stood his ground on the boundary. He came in a little bit first, then tried to go back, but it went over his head.
Yeah,
Went
this
over the
is-
fielder's head. Misjudgment, I believe, a little bit. At least he
Yeah,
could have
he-
gotten his hand on it and
Exactly.
would
I
have
think he
prevented a
was. That's what Iqbal is guiding his fielders. That it's always easy to stay on the boundary and come in, as opposed to, you know, be 20 steps ahead and then run back and try and get that catch. So he's pushed the his team players right on the boundary line.
slower ball. You can hear it when he makes the extra effort. It's a slower ball. They've got 2 runs so far. Let's see if they go. It went for 4. Really good shot. Really good pick up of the slower ball. Played it like a sweep behind the wicket, and the ball just traveled for 4 runs. This over has been pretty expensive for the Patriots. So far, already 18 runs in this over, and there's still 2 balls to go. So 2.4 overs, 44 runs. Target is 118. No wickets have been lost so far. Fanrana coming back strong.
Another one down the leg side.
Good ball. This should be 2 runs again.
Iqbal is running, but yeah, there's nobody on the wicket. Oh,
Overthrow.
that's a good fielding by Iqbal. Limit the batsman to just a single. I think there could have easily been 2.
Yeah, that should have been 2 runs, but you know, Asghar obviously we know are very fast. Kashif said no, I'm not taking
I
any
think
risk.
Kashif might be wanting to give the strike to Asghar, right? Asghar kind of being in form, has had a few good 6s down the leg side.
Though if you look at the scorecard, Kashif had 3 6s so far
Oh, wow.
and 1 4. And Asghar has 2 6s. Slow ball again, it seems like. It just looped down, made it a low full toss, got a single. Junaid
Nice
got
throw
the
by
ball
Junaid,
right
yeah.
back in. Right back in, limited to a single. So we're
Is
sitting
that
at
the end of the third over, or?
end of third over, 46 runs. Not bad at
Wow,
all.
yeah, that's like
They're
15
going-
runs and over.
That's precisely what they need,
what
actually.
they need, yeah.
So we're looking at an additional, 70 runs, maybe 69 runs in 5 overs. It's not bad. That's not bad. Still doable. Still haven't lost any wicket. 3 overs gone. 46 runs. The target is 118. Exciting match. You know, very, very exciting. So far, they've dropped 1 catch. Was that of Asghar? I don't remember. Or was that of Kashif, the drop catch? Anyway, we're gonna move on. 4th over. Short
That's gonna
ball,
be 4
and
runs.
it should be 4. It should
Yeah.
be 4. Here we go. 4
4
runs.
runs.
Asghar's got really good bat speed right
Picking
now.
the pocket behind deep square leg, and that
There is no
gives
field.
Asghar another 4 runs.
Oh, bad bowling, really bad bowling. Okay, he's given
It's
him
going to
short
be 2
ball.
runs. Yeah.
2 runs. He's got to go for the block hole or keep it on the offside. Don't give him anything on the leg side. Though he's got, I'm not, who's the bowler here? Aston? Jar Aston? He's doing well in terms of pace, but he hasn't gotten his line left right yet. Oh,
nice shot.
That's another dent on the wall on the leg side.
Excellent. Right over Adnan Bhai, who's at deep square leg, but Adnan could just watch the ball go over his head for a wonderful 6 again down the leg side. Really, the bowler is just bowling to Asghar's strengths on the leg side, and Asghar is cherry picking his balls and lofting them over deep mid wicket, deep square leg, down the leg side. So anybody's game. The great start.
Absolutely, so far. One more chance for Asghar to hit a 6 or a 4 along the ground. An easy double. Dunbar brings the ball back in.
Yeah, so this is a great start by Mustangs. I think they're cruising and doing the right things. You know, keeping up the run rate. Haven't lost a single wicket thus far. yeah, stay tuned. It's going to be anybody's game here. Another 3.5 overs to go, and if they maintain this run rate, it could be anybody's game.
That's a good
nice
ball.
Yorker.
That's a good ball.
And,
See, that should be 2 runs, but Kashif's not interested. That should be 2 runs. You got to put pressure on the
Good throw from deep mid wicket, right on the stumps. Yeah.
Even if you don't go for 2 runs, I think it
just
makes
put
a
the
difference.
pressure. Exactly. I
That
think
could easily be an overthrow, and you
right.
could have 2 more
Mustangs
runs.
are not applying as much pressure as we saw the Patriots, right? Always going for the 2, and that could be the difference between the 2 teams, right? Converting those 1s into 2s and 2s into 3s is what I see missing in the Mustangs. That Patriots were really doing well, putting pressure on the fieldsmen, causing misfields, and converting those 1s to 2s.
Despite all that, they're still standing at 61 runs at the end of 4 overs, and they got 4 more overs to go, and it's not bad. I think they need about 14 average.
Exactly.
They haven't lost a single wicket.
57 runs in the next 4 overs. So
we have Asghar, who's on 33 from 14 balls, 1 4 3 sixes. We got Kashif, who's on 27 from 10 balls, 1 4 3 sixes. So really exciting match. Well poised.
Which drone is that?
Junaid comes back for his 2nd over. This is the 5th over. We're sitting at 61 runs. Here we go. Asghar facing Junaid. Full toss. Could potentially be called a no. Let's see. Gotta check the umpires. What do they say? Full toss right at the waist. It could be a borderline call. Umpire said nothing. So they're satisfied with that just being a low full toss. Could have gone either way, to be honest. Umpires favoring the bowler this time. Really good pace.
Down the leg
really
side,
good pace,
signal the wide by Asif Iqbal.
but down the leg side. So 1 more run added to the score. Kashif is playing a very watchful game. He's picking his spot. He's not swinging at everything. If he sees a ball in a particular spot, he goes for it.
Ooh, that was an awesome delivery. Kashif.
That was probably not the ball to go for it.
Yeah, that was a wild swing by Kashif. See, again, that's what I'm saying. If you try to go and hit every ball, you'll end up with dot balls. I think you should play it to the ball. Right, this was a Yorker. He could have just dug it out and easily gone for a couple of runs. That's another miss by Kashif. I think the Mustangs captain might be thinking to replace Kashif because we've had a few dot balls now. Maybe he's getting tired midway through the innings.
It's really good bowling though. You're gonna give the bowler credit too, because he, right after a Yorker, he gave him a ball.
Would that be it? Awesome.
There we go.
Awesome 6 by Kashif, coming back strongly against straight hit. Irfan Rana could do nothing.
So you just gotta be patient and watchful, right? The bad balls will come. After bowling 2 really good balls, Junaid gives him a half volley and he hits it for a 6. So they already got decent amount of runs, 6, 7, 8 runs from this over.
Oh wow!
Full toss, waist
into
high,
the stands.
it seems like, and it goes on the wall again. Looking at the umpires again.
Adnan, a deep square leg, just watching the ball as it goes into the stands.
This is the 2nd full toss, but this time he had to pay for it. Another low full toss.
That could be
this should be
2 again. I think if they run well,
Kashif.
That's a run out.
Oh, Kashif got as well run out. That's a terrible,
That's
terrible
a poor
mistake.
way to go. It was an amazing partnership. They were cruising along to their target. Again, bad bowling by Kashif and Asghar, right? There could have been 2.
I would say this was an easy 2, but I would still give the blame to Asghar because he knows how Kashif runs. This is the 3rd or 4th time he said no to a double that was there. But
and really, this could be the breakthrough that Patriots were looking for, right? This not only just breaks the partnership, but now you've got a new batsman in, and he's going to take a few balls to settle down, and that's going to be another few dot balls. So, this is exactly what the doctor ordered. They needed to break the partnership, and they just did that. I know it was so run out, but they're going to take it whatever comes their way.
Terrible mistake. Oh, there's a drone here. I wonder who's. Well, it's flying away again. But terrible mistake. I mean, you had a great partnership going, and this is where communication matters between the two batsmen. And just awful run out. Asghar was on fire at that point. He was doing really well. Oh. Two runs. This time Kashif ran for a second. This was just like last time. No, he made it. He made his ground. Wow, they almost did another blunder. That could have been disastrous. That could have been like the two top batsmen back to the pavilion on runouts. Kashif, I know you're scoring runs, but gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Trying to get your captain out. 78. Let's see. This should have been 3 runs, I believe. This was a no ball called by the leg umpire, and they ran 3 runs on that no ball. So altogether, I believe they should have gotten 4 runs. Yeah, so they're sitting at 82 for 1.
Wow.
Really good run
Just
rate,
36 runs required now.
Just 36 runs required in 17 balls. Iqbal Mohidin coming back.
A few good boundaries from Anil could put the game in their favor. I know it's neck and neck now, but a couple of boundaries or a 1 wicket could, and the game could go either way.
Absolutely. But at this point, it's the Mustangs' game to lose, to be honest. They're doing really well. Only lost 1 wicket.
Well fielded by Habib, a deep cover.
Oh, really
A
good.
nice throw, just limiting them to a single.
Really good fielding. Kash was back on strike, 45 runs, 17 balls. He's hit 5 6s and 2 4s so far, and he's poised to get his 50 right now. He's really focused right now. He's looking to really get a big score and take his team home. And that seemed like it could have been a wide ball.
Yeah.
Kashi just let it go thinking it would be a wide ball. Umpire-
Asif had a close look at that, but then gave it in favor of the bowler, Iqbal.
5.3 overs, 83 runs at the loss of 1 wicket. Iqbal Mohidin is bowling, Kashif Azhar is batting, Anil's on non-striker end. It's the 4th ball of this over. Target is 118. Good swing.
Adnan
Part of the
at deep
connection,
square
it
leg,
should be
well
2
fielded.
runs. I don't
Oh,
understand
that could
why
have
they're
been
not
2.
putting-
Yeah, they just went for the single.
This is just
See,
a
that's the
lazy
difference
run.
between the 2 teams. They're not applying the pressure.
Yeah, it's just lazy running. I know that, tape ball cricket is all about hitting, but you gotta put pressure on. Especially on this field, it could take an ugly bounce and you go score 2 more runs easily. Pressure is everything. Lights are on, folks. Lights are on. Ball steaming in.
Oh,
And Anil sent him
that's an
on the
awesome,
roof. Woo!
awesome
Great shot.
6 there.
Right
Bisecting the fielders between deep square leg and deep mid wickets. Wonderful 6 into the stands by Anil.
Anil is no mood of losing today. He's been.
Maybe that's the reason he kept it to a single.
He's like,
he
let
knew
me.
Kashif is getting
Let
tired. Let me
me.
just take the strike here and
He said,
get done with the game. Huh?
He said, let me. Last ball of the 6th over coming up. 90 runs have already been scored.
Oof.
Wild swing by Anil. Missed. And that ends the 6th over. So 28 more runs required in 2 overs.
Means one thing I have to admire about the Mustangs that they've kept to their run rate of 15 runs an over.
Yeah.
Almost every over, it's not been like one has been like a over only they got 5 or 6 runs, and then there's another over with 30 runs. They've kept that run rate consistent, right, without avoiding unnecessary risks and really sticking to their strengths and hitting the loose balls. I think the only areas we were discussing where they could have done slightly better would have been the running between the wickets. I think that's caused them the run out, but also I think they've
Few
easily
runs.
lost about 8 to 10 runs
Yeah, I would
if they
say
would
so.
have converted the 1s to the 2s.
So for those of you just joining us, this is the 7th over starting. 28 more runs required of the last 2 overs. Kashif is still batting on about 46. Asghar got run out unfortunately at 34. Anil Khan still just came in, hit a 6. He's on 7. 28 more runs. 28 required in 12 balls. Abdul Rauf is coming on to ball. Kashif hits it high in the air. It's really, really high. 2 players are going for a catch. No one seems to. 3 players converging. No one caught the ball. Muiz brings it back in. Meanwhile, the batsman scored 2 runs.
That was a straight long on catch. I think Muiz misjudged it, and no, he can't blame the lights because.
This was a really high catch. Very, very few players in ICI can take that catch. At the good thing is they didn't let that go for a 4 or 6. Slow,
well bowled, well bowled.
Well deceived. Kashif, who's filling on 48 right now. He's hit 5 6s, 2 4s. He's faced 20 balls for his 48. Asghar got out for 34 and 15 balls. Anil is on 7 on 3 balls. 92 runs is the total right now. 26 more runs required in the last 2 overs.
That's a no ball. That's going to be a no ball, yeah.
What is he complaining about? He got hit like that. There's no reason to complain about. Like, that's a no ball. It's a clear no ball. You can see where it hit him. Even if he was bent forward a little bit or bent down a little bit, still a no ball. 6.2 overs, 93 runs, the loss of 1 wicket.
It's anybody's game, guys. Stay tuned.
Here comes Abdul Rauf. Slow,
Very
well
bowled, well bowled, deceiving the batsman completely. Kashif went for the wild swing, and the slow delivery beat Kashif completely.
25 runs required in 9 balls.
And 9 balls, wow.
25 runs.
They desperately need a boundary in this ball.
Wild swing. This should be a 2.
Yeah, Anil is going to take the
strike.
strike, I think.
Anil wants to strike, so he's not running. He knows, he's seen up the road. He thinks he can take him for a couple of 6s in the last 2 balls, and that's precisely what they need. They need a
2 boundaries in the last 2 balls. I think that's their best chance to keep it to a manageable target for the last over.
If they get 6 runs in this over, they still have 18 left in the last over. There's too much pressure.
Yeah.
Can I score around a couple of boundaries in this over? 2 balls remaining this over.
It's another slower delivery.
Hits him on the leg.
Anil misjudged it, and that's another dot ball. I think Abdul Rauf has done what his captain wanted of him.
That's precisely what he needed. Still got 1 ball to go. Mustangs are at 94 with a loss of 1 wicket. They still have a total of 24 runs to score in 7 balls.
I think Abdul Rauf has done really well with the slow ball, and I wouldn't be surprised if this last one. That's going to be Adnan running from deep square leg.
He let it go for a 4. That's precisely what the doctor ordered. Still got 20 runs required in the last over. 20 runs. Mustangs are at 98. They need exactly 20 runs to win in the last over.
This was a misfield. Adnan could have easily kept the target as 22 for the Mustangs, but a misfield cost the Patriots heavily here. So now in the last over they need 20 runs. And who's the bowler who's going to be bowling? I think Iqbal and Junaid have had their share of 2 overs. So
Adnan coming on.
It's going to come down to, I think Rafi's got the ball now.
Rafi's on the batting team, but Adnan's going to bowl.
Adnan, okay.
All right, folks, for all of you just joining us now, Patriots earlier scored 117. The Mustangs are at 98, loss of 1 wicket. This is the last over being bowled by Adnan. They require another 20 runs to win. Lights are on right before Maghrib. Very, very exciting match. Earlier we had Irfan Rana, who scored 41 runs from 17 balls to take the Patriots to a good score. Junaid pitched in with around 20 runs. Abdurrauf pitched in for around 20 runs. A few extras here and there, and we ended up with 117. So again, last over. Low full toss. It should only be a single. Irfan Rana brings it right in. 19 runs required in 5 balls. Anil can make it happen. We've seen Anil do it before. He can do it again. We've got 5 balls remaining, and we need 19 runs. Wide ball. That was close to the wicket. Very, very close to the wicket on the leg side. However, still a wide ball. 5 balls remaining, 18 runs required. Anil on strike. 5 balls, 18 runs. Good length. Though the speed is not there, but the length was good. 4 balls remaining, 17 runs. 3 sixes needed.
I think it's an uphill task now for the Mustangs.
They can still do
unless Adnan
we need a no
bowls
ball.
a few wides or no balls. I think this is going to be a tough task. 4 balls, 17 runs. You pretty much need a boundary every ball. So
no room for error remaining. No room for error. Every ball you gotta go for it.
oh,
There we go. That's precisely what's needed. That's off the
awesome
ground.
6.
Really good 6.
Over, long gone.
Kashif's
Boys
50 came
at
up with
long
that.
on. Couldn't do much. Irfan Rana, the captain, coming to Adnan. And then I guess he's asking him not to bowl half volleys or full tosses, stick to the length on the offside, and they could win. So what is it now? 2 balls?
They're sitting at 107. That means they need an additional 11 runs in 3 balls.
3 balls, okay.
So very little room for error. Still manageable. Kashif is in good rhythm and he goes for it. Low full toss. Let's see if they let it go. Single only. Anil Bhai stays on strike.
Well fielded by Moise.
Misfield. Kashif comes back for a double. Still 2 balls, 9 runs remaining.
Oh, wow.
Really exciting game,
They
folks.
need 1 6 for sure, unless you have wides or no balls
Kashif
from
is,
Adnan.
Kashif is playing on 58.
Amazing game, what a game on a beautiful Friday evening right before Maghrib. Amazing atmosphere, you can see the crowd in the background, cars pulling in to watch this game, and what a close match this has been. Excellent batting by the Patriots, setting them, the Mustangs, one of the highest targets we've seen in this tournament of 118. Initially we thought that would be an uphill task for the Mustangs, but as we were talking, the Mustangs have done an amazing job keeping up with the run rate of 15 runs and over, and really it's anybody's game at this point. 2 balls, 9 runs.
1 dot ball does it for the Patriots. That's all they need. 1 dot ball. 9 runs required in 2 balls. Kashif on strike. Oh no, this does it. Let's see if they go for a double. I say they should go for a double. So next ball could be a wide. They gotta go hard. 2 runs, 7 runs required. A 6 can
they
tie
could
this
tie
game.
the game, yeah.
A 6. I don't understand why they were running so lazy. They should have gone for 2 in the first place. Potentially try and turn that into a 3. This 6 on this ball can tie the game.
Iqbal advising his team players stay on the boundary line, whether it's deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on,
Save the boundary.
long off,
Drop the
deep
catch.
extra cover, deep cover, everybody on the boundary line.
Drop the catch, save the
Save
6,
the
save
6.
the boundary. 7 run requires to win. Last ball. This is a wide or a no ball. This turns it into favor of Mustang. Last ball here.
Oh!
And he missed it.
That's it.
And this is a dot ball.
Nice dot ball by Adnan. He made up for that
This-
misfield of 2 runs. And see, at the end of the day, we were talking, right, that those 6,
runs.
7 runs, those converting those 1s into 2s might have really been the difference between the 2 teams. Again, nothing to take away from the Mustangs. An amazing fight back, right, getting to 112.
They only needed 7. They got to 111.
Yeah.
111. It's a shame that Asghar got out at the time that he got out, because they were both hitting from both sides. And amazing match, very exciting, great start to the weekend, folks. Thank you for joining us. This was an incredible game. 118 scored and almost chased down. If it wasn't for a couple of balls here and there, the Mustang could have easily chased down, but not to be. And we see Mustangs essentially bound themselves out of the tournament. They already lost 2 games. This was their game to win. And so we say goodbye to you for now. This is the end of the match. Maghrib time going on. We'll see you folks later on.
Inshallah.
Thank you very much for watching. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.